still there, but the bar the neck.
Welcome to the 20th block party. Right here, John the Painter and myself, we're gonna have a good time, and so are you. 20 block parties in a row. We're here, the shop's not closing, the shop's maintaining, and we're looking for nothing but a good time. You know, if you walk and you pick your feet up, life is even better, I'm telling you. It's the most fantastic thing in the world, and I got it. So do you. Yeah, so this was one of the first bikes John built when he made the transition from beautiful Long Island to Brooklyn, New York. Right? This bike's fantastic. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this espresso because that's where it's at. Yeah, so John made this bike. This was a bike that I enjoyed riding around a lot. It's nice, light, and fast. The guy that owns it, he just loves it. And you can't blame him. It is pretty neat. So the history of the block party, I think it was June of 2004. Leading up to June of 2004, I wanted to do a block party just to be like as a kid. People would have block parties, the neighbors would come out, it would be fantastic. I just wanted to see that happen. But anyway, I went ahead and made invites out of cardboard and Sharpie Magic Marker. We ended up having a guy from Jersey come with a jet truck, like an ice cream cart, old ice cream cart, with a jet engine on it, melted the street, fire department came, fantastic. Larry died 2 months later, and that was the end of August. So the beginning of September, it was only natural to have a party. We didn't know who was coming, we just figured some people would come. It turned out to be a beautiful day, and it was jam-packed for like block after block after block. So at a party, you come out, every year it's a little different. A little different in some of the people that come, some of the people that don't come, from motorcycles to motorcycle trikes to a couple of hot rods, a variety package of bands. This year, like the last handful of years, East Coasting, you know, between Gabe, Sal, Paulie Drags Jr., the whole team. There's probably 200 of them that'll come riding down from New Haven, Connecticut, and they put on one of the more entertaining professional shows with motorcycles. We'll have probably the most vendors we ever did have. I believe there's 34 of them now. That's a lot. Usually we have a dozen. No, this is the 20th block party. So we count the first block party we had when Larry was alive, and then when he died, we consider that the second one. Instead of starting over, you know, for whatever reason. You know, third Saturday in September is the time. That hasn't changed. This being number 20, I feel that we should stop. Not everybody else feels that way, of course. They usually win, you know. But I think we should stop having block parties because we're on a high. Everything's been fantastic. Whether this one remains as fantastic as we hope or it goes, we've still had a fantastic streak. Larry's name, like we intended when he was alive, it's still going. That was the goal. How can we keep the name up after he passed away? We kind of went on the grounds of what him, I, and a handful of other people, be it Elisa and Paul Cox, what we wanted was his name recognition to be around the world. We expect to see a lot of old people, old friends that haven't been around, that moved out of the city before everybody else seemed to melt down. And it's going to be good. Can I just throw in right now about we're doing parts for Dynas, Road Glides, Road Kings, a variety package of Harley Davidsons. And it's really because we don't build enough motorcycles for the demand, what people want. You think we would because we charge a lot of money, but it takes a lot of time. And we don't want to do that. We would rather have only a handful of bikes out there kind of like the way our outlook was from the original when Larry was alive. So we're doing stuff. John had just designed some new triple trees for, this would be the first bagger. Yeah. So, and then the whole thing is, the people that want bikes that can't get them from us, they either have somebody build them with some of our parts, or they may want to just change a few things on their bike and have the logo on it, or some of the little pieces to the puzzle that we can help implement into their project. So this being one of them. Yeah, get Buster on that thing, man. See, similar to like Larry's tattoo, just that little slogan is not too shabby. You know, none of us in here are in any club whatsoever but our own, like, let's hang out and have espresso. We love all the clubs, and we just look to have a good time. But on a quick little look, show you, you know, you'll see it from some of the sample videos that you'll be doing, but just like pieces, right? So we're new to the anodizing game as far as our parts, right? So here we got made in the USA. We're pretty much big fans of anything that's made in America, and we're just trying to do our best. So here we got whole new design. You'll be able to check out your navigation while you're checking out how fast you may be going, or whose mother's calling you, you know, anything like that. This is something John come up with, so we'd be able to use what he calls the BK Brawler, right? It kind of looks like a fist. You'll be able to use these on any of these bikes, and then just change out what pieces to the puzzle you may need, which is not bad, you know, which is cute. It's kind of cute. Anyhow, and then we have keychains. They're probably made in China, but can't have everything. You'll see, this is what happens before the block party. Usually I pull stuff out, I make a mess, and then I leave, right? Been doing it for 20 years. Pull stuff out, take a walk, don't come back for a day, 2 days. It's a mess. So on some of the stuff you're gonna see, these are fixtures for obviously a lot of the different parts that are being made. You know, from derby covers to foot pegs, points covers, doing necks, a little variety package. And then, you know, you can see, let's just take a peek over here because John just walked away. This is our beautiful 5-axis off of a lovely company where I think 85% of this machine's made in America. So it's kind of nice. But you can see how well organized and dialed in John is. A little bit. And then, you know, let me just say this. This is the best thing to say. John's first piece that he made when he got this 5-axis is his favorite thing, Frankenstein. The first thing he makes on the machine. Unbelievable. Anyway, try to make a little bit down to everything for foot pegs, the works. He can go into detail, and he will. The behind the scenes of the block party. So this is another one. John kind of did this in maybe 30 days, maybe, close to it. And then the first time. The second time, a year little by little. Because he didn't like the fact that the whole underbody of it was scraped. I rode it a lot, rain or shine. One of the best, yeah. It's cute, it's fast, it's comfortable. The owner that owns it now, he likes to ride it, and that alone is fantastic. You know, if he gets to ride 4 days out of 7, it's great. You know, you'll take a look, like a quick look. These are all going to get powder coated, just doing shift linkages. These before they're twisted, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna make it so, and it's still.
It went to yeah, but bad. So there'll be a lot of cleaning going on back here by somebody. We got some barricades for safety because we care about almost everybody. Yeah, it'll be absolutely controlled chaos. We're here for a good time, and we expect everybody else to have a good time.
Alright, so basically this whole area would just be guys on bikes going crazy. So this will be the Grindhouse Gallery this year, so we're getting this ready right now.
Yeah, when he wanted to, John had wanted to do it for a few years, and then, you know, having an assistant like Gabby to do legwork and reach out to a few people. Brian Helm's going to have a few pieces, I believe, in here. There's a handful of surprise bikes that'll be put in here, so this is the before, and this is the before, and Sebastian, he just wanted you to know how he felt. So, but this will all get cleaned out. Tuesday will be like a pressure wash, clean out. Hey, you can go that way, that way. These streets are going to be packed with people, you know?
This is big,
This would be, like he's saying, the entrance to come on into the lot. We're not going to have anybody going through the shop anymore. That becomes too much bullshit. You know, we try to fundraise as much as we can for the foundation. You'll see the way the neighborhood's set up. You know, there'll be motorcycles on both sides of the street, a little bit of the sidewalk. Like I said earlier, there's over 30 vendors, so there'll be a handful on this side as well as the other side we're going to walk around to. You know, Friday night we're going to barbecue here. Like, so Thursday night we're going to have a bike night, and it was supposed to be at Margaritaville in the city, you know, in honor of the world famous Jimmy Buffett, because he just died. But the meltdown of Times Square area is unbelievable. The new city wants to, unfortunately, push out the old city in a way that we're not a fan of. So we're gonna relocate our bike night. Let everybody know that in another day or two on the world of social media. It'll be in Manhattan. Then we'll end up over here and probably in the back lot, or if not Rock and Roller Bar. And then we roll into Friday. The madness of Friday will be really just setting up, you know? And then it rolls into the gallery. The Grindhouse Gallery is something that this guy right here, John the Painter, come up with a few years ago. We got Brian Helm pretty much at the helm. Yeah, it'll be motorcycle art. It'll be helmets. Again, we do a bunch of stuff for the foundation. They'll be raffling off these helmets. I believe it's a raffle or an auction.
Yeah.
It's something that's beneficial, obviously, for the foundation that we love. There'll be a handful of motorcycles in there. There'll be, and we'll have a good time, you know? But the best part is, the street's gonna be loaded Friday into Saturday heavy with motorcycles. So we can estimate anything we want because it's just all really a guess. But you know, for our rides that we throw every June, we get 300 people for a couple of hours to, you know, raise money once again. There's a couple of people coming from Sao Paulo. There's a couple of guys coming from Tokyo. There's a few Italians that actually come from Italy. There's a few people from England, Norway, Finland, but then it's California, it's a little bit of everybody, you know? But it's like, look at this. Wanted to change out the front end, so what's he do? He's got a nice little toy in the back, and he designed some gorgeous, functioning triple trees. Even with these beautiful headlight brackets, these are nice and clean. These will be on the website by the 1st of October. October, of course, being the greatest month of the 12 months. This beautiful piece, one of the best pieces that Bare Knuckle makes. Fantastic guy, makes a lot of beautiful stuff made in America. The guy doesn't even want to clown around about stuff made out of the country. Then Sebastian, who is giving you his opinion in the backyard. You'll see he made a lot of little pieces. That's pretty much the thing that John will put him on, from making a beautiful handmade oil tank. These aren't just like spun and pushed and welded. He's rolling that beautiful aluminum, making end caps, welding them, polishing them. He takes way too long, because he puts his heart and soul into it, and he doesn't even have one of these things. You know, down to everything. Look at the way these foot controls are, you know. It's nice. It'll change. Dirty Jersey is where it's going. So really it should be labeled Dirty Jersey. Then this Gorilla Sportster, this is a little over a 1200. If you get up close on these details, again, John made fantastic, killer, beautiful, functioning triple trees for this, along with these new risers. These are those beautiful 10-inch BK Brawlers. This bike is really a gorilla. Like, no he let me ride it a little bit, said I can't ride it no more. So the madness will happen this time next week. There'll be guys tattooing in the street, along with a couple of guys that'll be tattooing in that back room. And they'll be tattooing back there doing, we say they're free tattoos for tips. Don't be a cheap bastard. They don't want 20 bucks, they need 100 or more. And it's gonna be good. The music will start around 10:30 in the morning. Don't talk to us on Saturday. Where else are you gonna get to go in any of these boroughs and have a good time like this? You're not. This 94th precinct is fantastic. The city of New York is almost as fantastic as it used to be. You're gonna have nothing but a good time. Bring your sister. Your survival guide to make it through 2023 for the 20th annual Indian Larry Motorcycle Block Party is it. This is it. Come with common sense and a little bit of cash.
Oh, he's mic'd up.
Yeah.
Mother. Can you hear me?
And then,
He doesn't like to be touched, though.
no touching, no touching. Listen, these two Sportsters here, I know you.